Welcome back to Realtors Barbecue. Today is day 5. We are so close to finishing this smoker, and when I say finishing, it's not going to be store room ready, clean and polished and shining like a diamond. It's going to be ready to smoke, and that's what our goal is. So today we're going to be adding the smoke collector on. We're going to be putting a 36-inch smokestack on, 4-inch wide pipe. We're going to be putting the angle iron inside for the grill grates to sit on, and then we got to build the grill grates and set those inside. And then we got to add our Mad Scientist Barbecue themed Tel Tru thermometer. I think I'm just going to pop her right in the middle, grill grate height. And then we're going to drill a hole for grease collection. I'm going to be doing a 7/8 inch hole on the door for the thermometer. We're doing a 3/4 inch drain valve. And I can't weld to that brass, so we got this little attachment. We'll drill a hole in the bottom, weld this in, screw this on, drain valve complete. One of the things I'm really excited to try is that drill bit. It's made for your impact, so I got my battery charger from Milwaukee Impact. We're gonna grind this down around this area where I'm gonna be putting it in, so I don't have to worry about going around it when I finish everything off. So we'll get this grinded first, and then we'll try to drill that first hole. All right, so I got this area grinded down. Where this door opens at is where my grill grates are. That's 10 inches up. This door is about 15.5 inches wide. I think I'm gonna bring it 6 inches up from that opening. So 6 inches up, we'll put it right around this spot here. And I'm just gonna center it inside this door. The door is 48 inches, so we got 2 feet in the middle. So we got the Diablo impact step bit. It goes up to 7/8 inch. Hopefully it works, because this thing was $32 for one bit. I did buy some cutting oil, and we're just gonna put her right here with some cutting oil and just take her all the way in. We'll see how it works. So we are through 1/2 inch steel, but obviously it's not big enough hole yet. We gotta keep stepping her down. Milwaukee's getting a little warm. We're gonna let it cool down for a minute. All right, we'll let that drill rest a little bit, let the Milwaukee cool down, get a little warm, and we'll start on the smoke collector. If you saw my video a year or so back, we built a fire pit out of a 18-inch pipe. So I'm gonna take the other half of that, and I'm gonna cut off part of that rounded part of the pipe, and I'm gonna use that as my smoke collector, just pop it on the end. And then hopefully the pieces I cut out of the other end when I connect to the firebox, I can use those to cap it, and then we'll get the smokestack off. So this is basically what I'm talking about. It's the other half of that 18-inch pipe. I might cut a section off to go there. Oh, it's just a little small. If I take off about 1 inch along the top as well, it could fit. So my smoker grill grates are at 10 inches, and that's just a little bit below where this opens up at. I think I'm gonna do about an 8-inch opening for the smoke collector. And that pipe is 18 inches wide, which would be massive on this. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'll probably cut this down some. I'm not gonna cut this hole open that big, I don't think. I don't know, we might just go with how we feel. We'll see how it looks. But right now, I'm gonna get this line cleaned up along the top, and then I'm gonna go 8 inches down and cut this off so I have something easier to work with. But see, what I'm saying is this piece right there, if I just take off that much, 8 inches down, we'll have a nice clean smoke collector. That one's smaller. If I use this one, we have a much bigger gap to take off. I don't know, we might do that so I have a cap. The only thing is we have to make sure we can fit our 4-inch pipe in there. smoke collector. Gonna go on there on the side. See how she looks. Except we're gonna cut it down some, obviously. We're gonna take it down so it can be that smaller size. So I go right on like that. Yeah, so I got this is what I cut out of our firebox. Just give myself a decent little groove here where I can weld into, make it real easy. Thanks, Dad, for this awesome standing vise for me to attach stuff to and grind on. Makes it way easier. Just like that. Oh, just gonna mark out where this is at so I can see how much of the smoker box I want to cut out to fit inside there. Smoke collector's this big. I'm probably just gonna take it out like, yeah, I think that'd be good. We're all doing this just by feel anyway, so who knows? Could be wrong, could be right. Let's get cutting. The main thing is it gonna smoke? And I think that answer is yes. .36-inch smokestack. It's another thing I went to Gunsmoke Barbecue about. He said his smoker he got, a professionally made fat stack, had a 36-inch pipe for a smoker about my size. I love this little cart. It is so useful. And now I can use it as my welding seat. So I was planning on cutting this thing, you know, equal with that, but it kind of looks cool. It's kind of like a kind of has a vibe with it, with the whole crazy Frankenstein smoker look. I might just take my grinder and clean it all up, make it smooth, and I might roll with it. Alright, got the whole smoke collector welded on, looking awesome. I'm excited. So much grinding left to do. Not worried about grinding right now. Bam. It's gonna go on just like that. I cannot wait till this project is done though, so I can get this smoker rolled out of my garage, and we are redoing this entire garage. I'm gonna have a good workstation over here. The home gym's gonna be against that wall. All this is gonna be put away, thrown away, gone away. It's gonna be awesome. Alright, so we got the smoker box, the collector on here, and I don't have a 4-inch metal hole saw to cut this hole for the pipe. So what I did before my camera memory card got full, I just cut as big a square as I could with my cutting blade. And now I've been using my grinder. It's getting pretty low now. I need to change out my disc. But I've just been coming off and just shaving a little bit off of the edges as I go. And so I've made it from like a 2-inch square up to a 4-inch circle. I'm gonna do a little bit more grinding, but we're almost there. This is a 4-inch pipe. It's gonna go over it. We are almost there. We're touching the edges of the pipe now, so I don't want to go too much. But I'll get a little bit more, a little bit better smoke flow, a little bit more grinding. We'll weld the pipe on. Oh, I wish I had a big shop. It looks like an offset smoker now. All right, it's another day for me, but it's still part 5 of the video. Today, we are making the grill grates. So we got some angle iron that we're gonna put along the back and along the front. And then we'll make the grates out of 2x2 steel tubing and some expanded metal I got. So I guess first things first, we'll cut our angle iron, put it in here. This is 56 inches. I'm just gonna cut each of these at 55 inches, just so they fit in easy, no problem. I'll put the first one on this side. We're just gonna kind of keep it probably just a little bit lower than this lip. I don't want any food to have a chance to like roll out, so I'll keep it level with this lip. Build the first one on this side, and then we'll tack the other one on the back with the level. We'll put a beam across to make sure it's level across, so we're not at an angle downward. So I'll tack these in here like so. This channel's just about under an inch, so that grill grate's gonna be made out of 1-inch tubing. And I want that 1-inch tubing to be just about level with the opening. So I'm just gonna drop this down about an inch and a quarter. We'll tack on this side, 1.25 inches down, and then we'll lay a level across, and we'll tack on the back. Pretty close to level, and I'm not sure how level these tires are. I will be adding new tires in the future that are more sturdy and you don't put air in them, so they'll be better for this. But as of now, it's pretty level across, so we're just gonna keep tacking her on. Like I said, we're not going for pretty, we're going for good cooking. She going nowhere. All right, these beautiful little magnets I got from Harbor Freight aren't really the strongest to hold it up there, so what I'm gonna do is measure the length of crossbar I'm gonna need for my grill grate. So subtracting for the angle iron, these need to be 18 3/4. 18 3/4. So I'll cut one of my 1x1 to 18 3/4. Then we'll lay it across here. We'll put the level on the 1x1, hold this up where it needs to be, and we'll tack it into place, and then we'll tack the other sides. Get my bubble leveled out right there. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm just laying this bar across, holding that one up with my hand on the back. My bubble's level right there. I'm gonna make a line. So I know to go just a little bit below that line, and I'll just tack her right there. Close enough. We aren't building airplanes, we're building a smoker. So you don't need to be perfect. All right, so we got the back bar on, the front bar on, and then this will be the length of our crossbar here. Do another one on that side. 2 full-length ones down the middle. Then we'll cut our expanded metal out and tack that to the 1x1 grill grate. All right, so I'm gonna cut a second piece at the same length I cut that one at, so they'll be similar, so just a little shorter than 18 3/4. And then I'm gonna cut 2 pieces at 4 feet minus the 2 inches from the 1x1. So it'll be 46 inches that I'll cut the 2 length pieces for. And then the 1x1s will go on the outside to add in that 1 inch on both sides. So then it should fit right into the smoker. All right, let's see if she fits. I brought to get, you know, a gap over here, but that's gonna be a really hot spot, so I probably don't want a lot of food over there anyways. And then I got a gap over here, not too much. And there's some play in this. I could make I might make a little kind of drop-in damper. That kind of seems like a cool idea. Take one of these, put it across with a plate that goes downward to kind of stop the heat hitting it directly, and it's something I could move in and out to try to adjust and play with the temperature. Kind of sounds cool. We might try that. So right now, I'm good with this. So we're gonna lay this over the expanded metal and cut the metal out to fit this. And then we'll tack the metal onto this. All right, so we got the grate welded to the frame. I'm gonna take my grinder, I'm gonna grind off all these edges, and then we're just gonna flap this whole thing, try to get it a little bit cleaner looking. All right, got the edges ground down. Let's see how she fits with the grate on. Yeah, that's actually like perfect in line with the opening. Quick stop at Lowe's. My buddy over on Instagram, Iron Oak Barbecue Pits, he makes beautiful pits. I was asking him about the outside smoker. I really don't want to flap this whole thing down. It'd take forever. He said he hits his smokers with an orbital sander, and then he heats it up and uses vegetable oil, and they look gorgeous. You can see his smokers online. So I'm gonna go ahead, hit the whole outside of the cook box. I might see what the legs look like with this orbital sander, and we'll see what she looks like after that. I also bought a 3/4 metal drill bit. This thing's massive. I'm gonna hook up my Makita drill, try to cut this guy open a little bit bigger, and see if we can't get a little bit bigger hole in there. All right, we're gonna leave the temperature gauge hole as another day's problem because I cannot get through that thing. So we're gonna start trying to sand it down a little. Like I said, we're just gonna be hitting it with this orbital sander. I can definitely see that it's doing a good job. This is a lot smoother than this over here. This is real rough. So it's taken down just that initial layer of rough rust that's kind of got on the pipe. It's not gonna look like this door because I did flap this whole door. So the rest of the smoker, and I flap this over here. The rest of it's just gonna be hit with the sander. Then it'll be ready to heat it up and oil it. Might be kind of hard to tell on camera, but this cleaned up super good. It's almost back down to looking like it was brand new. All right, it might be kind of hard to tell. I got the whole thing sanded down. It is so smooth. I got the whole smoker box, the fire box, the legs, the top pole, the smokestack, smoke collector. Everything's been sanded down. It's nice and smooth. I am gonna take my grinder now and start knocking down some of these hard welds that are just, I don't really care how they look because this is mine. I'm not selling it, but I don't want any to be sharp that might cut me if I accidentally hit it while I'm walking by. After lots and lots and lots of drilling, with 3 different drills, we've made progress. Check it out. Boom. Oh my gosh, guys. Between the step bit, check out the hard working Ryobi here. This thing was a workhorse. I had some really cheap bits from like Walmart, metal cutting bits that I got in a pack. So I just used this as like a lathe. I made sure I had gloves on, my helmet, everything. And then I used the Makita with the 1/2-inch drill bit. Slowly worked my way through. And then same thing, probably terrible on the drill, probably terrible on the bits. I mean, I broke that Walmart bit, which I was expecting, but I just kind of lathed it out, like going around and then trying to clean it out some. And then also the Milwaukee with the step bit. And finally, we have success. So, Mad Scientist Barbecue Tel Tru thermometer. Alright guys, this video is getting a little long, so we're going to put the drain valve on, we're going to put the smokestack damper on, and then we're going to call that the end of day 5. Day 6 is just going to be washing it and lighting a fire. So we are so close. So for the top of the damper, I'm going to be using just some of this steel I got cut out. Nothing fancy. I'm just going to do something simple. I'm going to cut this out the shape of the pipe with a little tab on the end. Once I've cut out for the shape, I have a 1/2 inch tube and then a solid rod, which go inside each other. I'm just going to cut it down. The stack is not very tall, just so this goes inside and I can spin it. And then when it's out like that, I'll weld it to this, and then when I turn this, this will turn, let more or less in. So we're going to do that first, and then we'll weld the drain pipe in. Just like that. Look at that perfect circle, right? Just fantastic. But covers the hole, so that's all we need. Well, I got my saw out, cut this guy down. That's what I'm going to weld on the bottom of the smoker so I can screw my valve on. Alright, so I have like a little post on here. I'm going to bring it down some. Just trying to hold it in place there. Throw a level on it. Go straight up and down. So I'm just going to tack it in a couple spots. Just like that. It's little things. It's the little things. Somehow, welding upside down, I melted the welding wire into the tip. So that will have to wait. Luckily, it's just the drain spout, so I can just put a bucket under the smoker when I start firing it up. We will take it out, vacuum it out, wash it, and but that'll be day 6 that we'll start firing it. So we're gonna call that the end of day 5. We did a lot. Smoke collector's on, grill grates are in, the damper's on the top, the holes are drilled, the thermometer's in. Everything's looking awesome. Got it sanded down. So part 6, we'll roll it out to the driveway, wash it really good with some Dawn dish soap, and then I'm gonna start firing it and we'll start oiling it. So this is very exciting. We're so close to it done, guys. Keep on watching. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you hit the notification button so you know when the videos are coming out. I know it's been a long time coming, but this project is coming to an end. We gotta figure out what we're gonna make next, because I already have some ideas of what I wanna build next, because this is so much fun building that as a new person, just learning the ropes, it's awesome to just figure this stuff out as I go. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.